I'm John.
I'm Ted.
And we suck at games.
Yes, we do. And we are playing... This is our third episode of Fate Extella Link.
And I'm actually quite good at these kinds of games.
You enjoy them greatly.
They're some of my favorites just because it's mob fights, essentially.
Yeah.
But here, wait, go. So I decided to play as Tomomo no Mae, mostly because of the three characters, we have unlocked right now. Tomomo no Mae was the one I used the most in grand order. So I'm the most familiar with her, and she's kind of cute. She's not my favorite, though. My favorite is Frances Drake, the pirate lady.
She is a lovely lady.
Yeah, let's say the word lovely instead of, like, the other words that we can use.
I wouldn't mind going out for a drink with her. She'd probably drink me under a table, though.
So, well, I don't know. I have that weird, crazy tolerance. Who's that?
That is Archimedes.
Archimedes?
He was a villain in the previous game. Spoiler, Then again, I doubt anyone who's actually watching this cares about spoilers, or hasn't played the prior game. I love Nero.
She is so self-centered with her I am the god. Karna!
And he is a villain for the bulk majority of this game.
I love Karna.
He's really cool. I like how, because he's the son of the sun god, he doesn't need protection from UV rays, which I'm assuming is the reason he's practically albino.
Yeah. I thought you and I did some research on that, and like he's literally called the White Sun or something like that.
I can't remember.
Like,
I need to read the Mahabharata sometime, but the translations you can find just about anywhere don't do too well.
Yeah. Karna, so he's, in mythology, if I remember right, he's literally invulnerable. Like, you can't kill him.
He's
ridiculous. The only way he could die is if, like, he stripped away all of his defenses, but then his attack power becomes, he becomes a sun if he strips away all of his defenses.
Yeah. And again, this is more Fate lore, because
granted.
Neither of us have read the Mahabharata. I need to, because I love mythology and religion, and those are some of the great epics in human storytelling.
You know what? I'm gonna turn autoplay on.
Yeah.
That way it just kind of goes.
Mm-hmm.
Did I hear a booba-dooba?
Yeah, that was my thing. I apologize.
Oh no, I just wanted to make sure everything was alright. Oh, Nero got hit. What are you drinking today, Ted?
Just water.
I've got a cherry limeade water.
Mm.
So it tastes like a cherry limeade, but it's water, and it's not bad for you. Oh no, copies of other
There's
Frances Drake.
Lancelot, Frances Drake, and Medusa.
I love Medusa too.
I like her a lot, yeah.
Her design is really cool because, like, she's always got her eyes covered specifically because,
yeah,
she's Medusa.
She is
So
kind of
describe Nero's personality to me. As someone who hasn't watched the show that she's in.
Please excuse my language, but the best way to put her is attention whore. And I love her for it, and I love that she's like, oh, I love this person despite their faults, but she also recognizes, like, she's also the kind of person who's like, but there are people who are inherently born inferior, which is kind of her character arc and extra.
Okay.
As well as her coming to terms with the fact that she is a terrible person in history.
Okay.
What
is the history of Nero?
And Fate in real life.
In real life, because they pull things from real life to influence
Nero
the story,
was,
but
I believe, the 5th emperor of the Roman Empire, the last of the Julio-Claudian dynasty. I believe. I'm not a Roman history expert. And he had issues with his mother. Like a lot of other earlier emperors, he looked really good at first, then started to go kind of crazy. things like he spent a ridiculous amount of money to make his golden theater, whatever they call it in this series, which is a giant, like just palace, pleasure palace in the middle of Rome, where he destroyed a bunch of property that people wanted for public space. And that's actually her Noble Phantasm is Domus Aurea. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, like the Golden Theater or something. And he supposedly played the lyre as Rome burned. He considered himself an artist. He reinstated the Olympic Games or something similar to them. And like, for instance, when he was like at a theater performance he took part in, when people started trying to leave, he locked the doors.
Ooh.
And then, again, when Rome burned, people accused him of burning it so he could play the hero, they thought.
Oh, okay.
And then he blamed it on Christianity. I think modern consensus is that no, he didn't. It's just that the way he acted made him seem guilty. Because he was a very artistic, kind of like, over-the-top theatrical person.
Yeah.
So it was easy, and also a lot of the stuff that they have from criticizing him would have been from later dynasties, so it would have been their way of, like, demonizing them. It'd be like how the Egyptians would always strike the records clean of previous rulers and pharaohs.
Okay. I need to go over here.
But he was the last of those who were related semi-closely to Julius Caesar.
Okay. She makes the funniest noises.
She does. Also, her polygamous castration fist. I don't remember if she uses it in this game. I don't think she does.
Is that what it's called?
That's one of her attacks in one of the things. Yeah, it's the polygamous castration fist.
I like how she attacks with her sometimes.
It is nice. Yeah.
It's very silly.
And those are things you can equip. Basically, if you get repeats, they stack onto each other and become more effective.
Okay.
And then you'll get, like, different... I don't know the Greek letters they use, but you'll get higher levels of them based off different Greek letters. Like, I currently have one that increases my normal attack power by, like, 20%.
Okay, so there's, like... There's, like, alpha...
Yeah.
All that shit.
That is attack speed up, which can help greatly. But since we're on easy, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. We're on easy because we suck at games.
I've played through most of the game on both easy and normal. I have not played through on hard yet.
Yeah.
Okay, they just had a Shadow Lance, or Shadow Cuchulainn. Cuchulainn? I don't know how you say that. I like his playstyle a lot more than any of the other servants I've played so far.
Okay, where's that thing?
Lock-on is a bit counterintuitive compared to the Fire Emblem game.
Yeah.
I think you have to hit one of the analog sticks or something.
Yeah. Okay, defeated the plant.
And remember, when you use your drive with A, you deal a lot more damage, and then you can also hit A again to use a skill, so if you lock on to a bunch of the aggressors, you'll usually catch one or two of them and last. And eventually there'll be like bonus missions, sub-missions that you can accomplish, that you can assign to increase your bond with servants.
Flamethrower!
Ninetales used flamethrower.
Hey, it's my wife. She's a pirate captain, and I love her.
I think one of the things in the Fate franchise is that Francis Drake isn't just a woman, but might also be, I think, what was it, Queen Elizabeth I in disguise?
Yeah, I do love
I think that was
that's...
one of the things that they had in the original Fate Extra. I'm not sure if it was ever explicitly confirmed, but I think it was implied.
There we go. I legitimately love... And granted, like, her design changes a lot, but, like, when you first unlock her in Fate Grand Order, that is my favorite design of Francis Drake.
She has that,
When she's got
that
like the
incredible
coat
red
on,
coat.
the great hat, like
She looks marvelous.
she looks like a Blackbeard character.
Except Blackbeard in that game's just the worst.
I don't actually know about Blackbeard.
You don't want to know about what they did to Blackbeard in Fate. It's a travesty.
Are you sure? What about? Is there a Captain Kidd?
Not yet. There's Bartholomew Roberts though. Black Bart he was recently added in the Japanese server.
Okay. I love Fate because of how ridiculous it is. Like
I agree.
Like legitimately, it's not like the best series. It really isn't. It's not a perfect or terrific series.
And I don't think there's anyone that can say there is any given series is perfect.
It is just straight ridiculous, and I love it because
Yeah.
it's insane.
And there's so much there's so much to the work that Nasu has done that isn't even Fate. Like there's like Kara no Kyokai and Tsukihime, which please give us a remake because I want to actually see what that was like, because I've only watched someone play like a patched visual novel, and I actually want to play it, but I don't think they would ever bring over the translation, which is disappointing. Because different timelines in the Nasuverse have different things going on. Like in the Fate series, the human order is stronger, so heroic spirits are more important, whereas in like the Tsukihime version of the timeline and universe, dead apostles or vampires kind of are more important.
Gotcha.
And more powerful and prominent. Like the idea that humans could ever become something capable of killing a dead apostle ancestor is ridiculous in the Tsukihime version timeline, apparently.
Hey, Charlemagne defeated a Shadow Lancer.
Good for him.
Wait, so I'm fighting against Francis Drake?
Yes, she is an enemy, and she is attacking. She's attacking your master. Well, you and I, who you see a little crown icon in the screen.
Yeah.
That's where you are, and she is attacking you from long range. So your goal is to get to her and stop her from attacking you.
Okay, and is that why? Is that why before the thing started, we see the master, and Tomomo's Nomai's like, "Nobody get near my husband."
Yeah, basically.
Okay. I just clipped the mic really bad, but I'm okay with it because it was ridiculous.
Yeah. I love that Umo.
The Umo?
Nero's Nero going, Umo!
Oh, okay. I did not hear that.
Well, you haven't trained yourself to listen for it.
Clearly, not like you. And then I just knocked away an aggressor.
Like, it's hard to describe what I like about Nero. 'Cause I like the personality, I like the design.
Also, she wields a pair of flintlock pistols. Like,
And she just summons cannons out of nowhere too.
oh,
Yeah, button mashing.
luckily I'm very good at that.
Yep. I don't think I've ever had an issue with that unless I'm not paying attention.
Noble Phantasm.
Yep. And remember, by using the directional pads like this, you can use a code that'll either heal you or do another thing. I can't remember what the other one is.
There's a code?
Yeah, it's a code cast, like,
On one of these, yeah. Okay.
it'll allow you to heal yourself. Here.
Do I have to press it now?
No, no, no.
Oh, okay.
Just when your health is getting low.
Oh! That's what you meant. Okay. I beat Drake.
Yeah.
Bye, mama.
We're still recording, right?
Yes.
Okay. I was like, your computer went to sleep, and I was
Yeah,
like,
the display went to sleep.
it keeps going though. It looks
yeah,
like
it
that's
keeps
good.
going. My problem with it is there a way to instantly start sprinting? Oh, okay. Found it.
Jumping and then sprinting while you're midair is ridiculous, by the way. Because it lets you get over most obstacles. There's Lancelot.
I love this design for Lancelot.
It's fantastic.
Like, The Berserker Lancelot is so cool looking.
He is.
And I have, like, no abilities right. Tap away!
I also like how in Fate Zero he just hijacks a fighter jet.
Yeah, because any weapon he holds is his weapon.
Yeah.
Wait. What the hell?
That is... This is just an automatic thing where it makes it so you have some buffs, and Tomomo will use it regardless of if you're playing as her or not.
Oh, okay.
The Eightfold Blessing of Amaterasu. Basically, it reduces cooldown time.
That's pretty cool. I'm getting the shit kicked out of me. I can't see! Uh-oh, who's struggling?
No one is struggling right now, but you do have the, Lancelot and Medusa clones to deal with. You're currently dealing with Lancelot, of course. Remember, you have the directional abilities like the
heals.
Yeah, and the activated abilities that are on the cooldown and stuff. Now, what else there is? So Drake has showed up again, and then you have the Medusa.
Drake showed up again?
Yes.
So they'll revive?
No, well, you didn't defeat her, she retreated temporarily.
Oh. So did I defeat Lancelot?
Yes, you defeated the Lancelot. Because there's Medusa moved on, you're in the area she was at, but that she took over. That she took over. And again, getting an S rank is really useful. Because it gives you extra mystic codes. Which can be used to give yourself buffs and heals.
Does she use a mirror?
I do believe it is a mirror, yes. Because it ties into the Amaterasu legend. Because I don't think she was an aspect of Amaterasu in actual mythology. But in this series she is. And you know, like how Amaterasu went into a cave to hide.
Yeah.
And then they used a mirror to get her attention and bring her out. I think that's what that's a reference to.
There's a sparkly thing over here.
Yep. So there's Medusa in the area just above you. Which is where I would go to, so you can deal with that, because that would help Charlemagne.
I love her weapon, too.
The weird, like, needle chain whip thing.
Yeah. Kasari got my spikes.
Yeah.
Hey, guess what, guys? I don't care. I got a full gauge again. I'm gonna cheese it.
Yeah.
Skip.
You know, the one thing we don't have in Grand Order yet, the Noble Phantasm skip button.
Yeah.
I'm okay with watching it, because I don't play it, like...
Drake.
And then, of course, there are the areas that are being taken over by, like, the Shadow Lancers.
Yeah.
So just, like, that way.
But she's attacking Master.
He doesn't seem to have
We got
health
quiet
issues
for a
right now.
second.
Yeah, so most of them have been taken out of. So it looks like Nero's doing just fine here. That's a defense. And this area is based off of, like, what Nero would have as... Like, different areas in this game are based off of, like, different characters and their cultures. Like, Nero's is Rome. Tomomo's is Japan. They have an area that looks like Middle Eastern for Gilgamesh, because apparently Gilgamesh was more important even though he didn't get his own route in Umbral Star, which annoyed me, because why not?
I don't me personally, I don't really like... I never really liked the character of Gilgamesh.
He's a lot more interesting in Grand Order in the Babylonia chapter.
Okay.
I might have you watch through that on my phone, because I've beaten it, and I can just show you all the cutscenes. Because he's a lot more interesting, and he's like, he works himself so hard in that chapter that he actually dies and goes to the underworld. Because he's still a human in that chapter. He's not a heroic spirit.
Tap! We got quiet again.
Yeah, but Gilgamesh is one of those weird characters I think where people either love him or hate him.
I am in the hate category. I don't super like Gilgamesh, because... I don't know, he's a douche.
He is, I won't deny that, but I love him anyway.
Yeah. Gotti.
Okay, Karna, I believe, is the actual boss of this level. I think. Or is that a different level am I thinking of? If you can't attack, then there's... Okay, so you can still attack, so that means there's an actual boss person left. So I'd go to that area, because I think that's where Karna spawns in the circular one. I might be wrong. I haven't played this in a while. You could also just take the sector. I forgot we named him John and Ted. He has split personalities, don't worry. There we go.
God, Karna's the coolest.
His design is fantastic. And I remember the reason they had his design look like that instead of his Fate Apocrypha design was because in Triple C on the PSP, they couldn't render his fluffy cape.
Oh.
So they had to simplify it down to something like that.
Interesting. I like that. Well, we've hit the 20-minute mark. You want to beat the boss in the next episode?
I think that sounds good.
Alright. See y'all later.